Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Matthew Davis, the movie lover here, and welcome back to another movie review. Today I'm reviewing another movie, of course. I always review movies. This is one that was on the Movie Dude 0123's favorite movies of all time list, which he requested me to review all those films. So, pretty much, the next film I'm going to review is Despicable Me. That's right, Despicable Me, which Okay, so Despicable Me is an animated film about this guy named Gru or Flamelius Gru, and he basically is a villain and finds out that there's a guy that stole Great Pyramids, Great Pyramid of Giza, and mainly he gets jealous because he created the crime of the century, and he wants to make the biggest crime of all time by stealing the moon. I know it sounds ridiculous, but they do it very well in this movie. Okay, so mainly you got these three girls named Margot, Edith, and Agnes who are orphans who are basically selling cookies so they can have a better future. And Gru has this idea. Well, first of all, you got this villain named Vector, who basically is the one that stole the pyramid. And then what happens is, Gru locates a shrink ray and gets the shrink ray, but then Vector steals it, so he has to find a way for him to get the shrink ray back. And he has this idea of adopting the three girls, so because Vector ordered cookies, so he has this idea of using the girls so they can deliver the cookies. So pretty much he's he pretty much starts off, he doesn't care for the girls, he's just using them. But then, after the mission's complete, takes them to this fair or whatever, and starts spending time with them, and he gets into it. And then when he does get the shrink ray, when he builds the rocket, he starts spending a lot of time with the girls. Okay, like cooking for them and doing all this stuff for them. He's pretty much in a good mood because he's gonna build a rocket. And then you have this guy played by Russell Brand named Doctor Nefario, and also he feels that he's distracted by the girls. He the day he gets the moon is also the day of the girls' recital, so he wants to move the day, but he can't do that. So basically, Doctor Nefario basically sends them back to the orphanage. So basically, he won't be distracted anymore. So he does steal the moon. Then Vector captures the girls, and it's an option for him to give them the moon and then give them the girls. But he was lying. He has both the girls and the moon. So Gru saves them, and he stops being a bad guy. He starts becoming a nice guy. He becomes a good father, and he becomes a good guy. Okay, so I will explain what happens in the next film. So pretty much, oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Of course, this movie's famous for the minions. Everybody knows about the minions, whether if you like them or hate them. This movie's very famous for the minions because minions are everywhere. Like they're on T-shirts and there's merchandise. How they even got their own spin-off. So yeah, that's how famous minions are. Now, this movie was very well done, okay? This was one of the best animated films of 2010. Not as good as How to Train Your Dragon or Toy Story 3, but this film was done very well. It has really good animation, good voice acting from Steve Carell and Jason Segel, Russell Brand, Christian Wiig, Julie Andrews, Miranda Cosgrove, Danny McBride, Will Arnett, and all those other people that were in this film. Okay, I thought the plot was done very well. I thought it had a lot of good characters, good cinematography, and visuals. And it's just a really well done movie, okay? So, yeah, it sounds like a ridiculous plot, but it's done very perfectly in this film. I give this movie 5 out of 5. What more do I have to say? Check this movie out if you haven't seen it. So, yeah, that was my review for Despicable Me, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.